Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. I'm loving it. Loving it. I know that there's not going to be too many people in here right now. I know that I kind of went and jumped on this and threw this thing out here kind of fast. I want to say hello to everybody that's out there right now in YouTube chat world right now. Yes, I just jumped on board and just did this live. It was not planned or anything like that. I'm waiting to see if YouTube is even going to alert folks. And I see that there's 5 people in here. I see Sydney Cook says Trump 2024. Uh, so I'm gonna give it a minute, all that good stuff. Hope you guys are all doing well, making sure I sound good. So you might hear like a little bit of an echo or a little bit of a playback. Okay, yeah, I sound good. I sound good. We all sounding good here. So welcome to the channel, folks. Welcome, welcome. I'm Ty Smith, modern Renaissance man, and I appreciate you guys taking time out of your evening, this late evening, to talk about this particular subject. My friend Tia, Miss Unconventional, I got you guys' message in Instagram as well, too. I haven't got a chance to get to them yet with Inferno, so shout out to you, sis, Miss Unconventional One, aka Tia. Mr. Clark is in the house. I just met him just tonight from Jackpot Judo's channel. Appreciate you jumping on, sir. This is going to be interesting. This is just one of the aspects of my channel that I do when it comes to this particular realm, Nick. Just to let you know. So yeah. Appreciate you guys all being here. Like I said, right now I'm going to take some time to allow YouTube AI to alert people that I am live right now, which we know how that's going to go, because this is going to be something that is kind of buzzing right now. We all know. I mean, anytime you throw Trump name out there, it's going to be something that's going to be buzzing big time. And it's actually pretty crazy that all of it is going on right now. But, you know, as usual, and as we all know, it was predicted. Can't have nobody trying to, you know, make America the best country in the world like it's always been. If you are for America and you are all about America and you are America first, you are the enemy. Yeah, I said that. Yep, I said if you are living here in America, you should be proud. You should be definitely patriotic. You should be standing high. You should have a sense of pride about you being an American right now. And in being so, you should definitely be selfish when it comes to your fellow American brothers and sisters, period. They, we, you and I should come first before anybody. And I think it's at a point right now where a lot of us guys, I'm telling y'all right now, you need to really understand that whether you are a Democrat or a Republican, you really need to look at the situation that's going on right now. Quit looking at the fact that this is happening to, per se, Donald Trump. If it can happen to a billionaire and what he's doing, imagine what happened to you, who don't even have the money to have the lawyers or anything like that. They can just do what they want to. So there's a lot of people that's starting to jump on board and relate to what's going on right now. And it's actually a shame right now. I mean, you have to, I mean, there's no way. I don't know how you would even be able to look at this right now and say something's fishy about that. And I do appreciate a lot of my friends who are Democrats, which they are. And you heard me call them friends. Yes, you did. Let me tell y'all something for here right now. If you're in my channel right now, I'm not the type of guy, and I never will be the type of guy that because you might be blue, somebody else might be red. I'm not going to bash you for you and your beliefs and everything. All right. I'm not going, if you feel like if you're a Democrat, okay. If you're Republican, okay. That stuff to me don't matter. What matters to me is what's going on in the country with our folks, with our Americans. What matters to me is how we are being treated. What matters to me is what's been allowed to happen in our country, and it's going to affect you and me, your brothers, your sisters, your cousins, your aunts, your uncles, your friends, especially if they are a certain living area or living condition in a certain area. Like, for example, mine, a lot of my family are in Chicago, a lot of them. And what's happening right now, they're being greatly affected by it because of what this current administration is allowed to happen. The people flooding in through the southern border, they're murdering our fellow American brothers and sisters and being let right back out. You know, it's crazy. Anyway, appreciate you guys all being here. How long has it been like right now? If it's about a 5 minute, 5 minute mark, I'm gonna go ahead and get ready to jump into it. Again, appreciate you guys all taking your time out. Got some folks in the house. I'm gonna post y'all comments up here. They go, Mr. Clark, met him for the first time tonight. Appreciate that. Says interested in this topic for sure. Sad day in our country. Yeah, definitely, definitely. Why should we trust that the election won't be rigged? Exactly, because look at the system right now. This make it. I'm just telling y'all, I'm glad you kind of brought that up, because if you were someone that didn't believe, or that didn't, if you did believe that the system was rigged already when it came to that last election, right now you're probably like, oh, okay, yeah. You're like, okay, now this is really strange. Got Gloria in the house. Trump did not get a fair trial. Now we have a Soviet-style court. And yep, he was. He was guilty from the beginning. Even with that creepy Judge Engoron. Look at that. He was already guilty before the trial, before they even started. He was guilty. Gary hit that man with $500 million. He's a threat, folks. This right here just increased Trump's support, y'all. I mean, y'all, after I got off phone, after doing my channel, doing the live of when I did it earlier about this particular matter, a lot of people just came pouring in. It was crazy. It went wild. That's a good question. That's a real good question. We need both Democrat and Republicans. That is what makes us great. We can disagree, but still be friends. Exactly. Some people don't know how to do that, though, Nick, unfortunately. They don't know how to do a thing to where they can still be cool and cordial and just don't have the same political views. A lot of folks don't know how to do that. I didn't even know that. I voted for the first time in 2020. Okay? First time in my life I've ever voted. I took a year or two to study our history in America, what party did what, who did this, who did that. And once I came to that conclusion, I'm like, there's no way I'm getting ready to vote for somebody to keep me mentally enslaved on the plantation, period. Now, with that being said, it was interesting that when I did vote, and I have no shame, I voted for Trump. I did. And this time around, I'm going to be voting for Trump again. If you were somebody on here, I liked your channel, I liked your reactions, and now I'm not going to look, I don't care. That says more about you than it does me. That's like me saying right now, because you are a subscriber of mine and you say that you're Democrat, I'm going to say, well, I'm going to actually hide you from my channel. I'm going to just get rid of you from my channel because you're a Democrat. That's so ridiculous to me. All I'm saying is this, though. It should be common sense. And some of you heard me say this before. I would be damned, literally, by the God that I serve. I would be damned not to follow his ways. What are you talking about, Ty? It would be completely disgusting and crazy and just completely wrong for me as a husband and as a father to take care of somebody else's home, somebody else's yard, fixing all the repairs to their home, cutting their yard, making sure their landscaping is good, and not taking care of my own house. It would be messed up for me to mentor, to lead, to guide other children and not do my own. It would be crazy for me to lead and guide and nurture and provide and protect somebody else's wife and not do that for my own wife. You would say that's absurd. It would be completely, I would be completely under the unction of being damned if I open my home up to people that I do not know, that don't speak the language, strange, I don't know what their intentions are. They come into my home, they wreck my home, they use my resources. I don't even have enough space for all of them. They're using all my water, all my soap, all my toothpaste, eating all my food, doing all of that while my kids and my wife are suffering. You would think that that's common sense, right? But yet at the same time, when it comes to this country, I'm just telling you, I will give you the link right now. I don't want to echo chamber. I will give you the link right now for anybody who feels and thinks. Look, listen to me. I'm not talking about whether you are a Democrat or whether you're a Republican. I'm talking about the fact of our country, period. This country is the Republicans and the Democrats. This is our country. You think it's okay for these folks to flood into our country, use up our resources, our tax dollars, our money, our water, our food, our shelters. We kick our vets out on the street. We kick the after school programs that I went to. We get rid of those after school programs for our own American families that needed those programs so mom can go to work and have a place for her kid to go so she can try to get them out of here. We will get rid of all that to house these folks that don't even deserve this, that got in here illegally. They're getting brochures. They're getting money. They're getting homes. They're getting places to sleep. They're getting freaking credit cards, prepaid credit cards, to where they can go and eat what they want to because they don't want to eat our. I mean, that is wild to me. And if you think and if you believe in that, I would love for you to come up here and explain that to me. And I would love for you to get up here and tell me that you think that that's okay. But some of y'all have too much pride. You won't do it because you know that the leadership of our country right now is the color that you voted for, which is blue. And that leadership is allowed. And what's wrong? Look, call it out. I told y'all. Some of y'all even got pissed off at me when I did, and I do not care because, again, I told you that said more about you than it did me when I criticized Trump. When the Fauci, ouchie, hokey pokey came out, and I told you I don't care what Trump said. He said, it's never been done. We did it in record time. They did it. It was I did it in record time. We have a vaccine that's going to work. It works. It's great. I said, I don't care what Trump said. I'm not getting anything. I know by being in medicine that there is a process that takes like a 3 to 5 year or more for this thing to be tested, the efficacy to come back, to see what the pros, what the cons, what the side effects, what all those things are going to be. We had to do all that. I'm not doing anything. And what did y'all do? Oh, you must be Democrat. I can't believe you lost your mind. Are y'all crazy? Are you crazy? You're darn right I disagree with him on that. But just because I disagree with him don't mean that I can't still vote for the man. I raise you another one. I told him to his face. What, Ty? Yeah. Some of you were here earlier. Yes, I told Trump to his face some certain things. I did. I got this hat from him. I got it from Trump when I got invited to the White House. Got my girl Kayleigh Mackey name signed on it. Yeah. Oh man, I'm trying to. I might have left it in my other room, but yeah, certain things, certain people, and certain things like that been gifted. Look, see that? Oh Lord, and not only that, whew, Jesus Christ, you got some wine from Trump from Charlottesville. I mean, we ain't gonna go into all that. Point is, I can disagree with Trump when he thought it was okay for folks to get the Fauci, ouchie, hokey pokey clock shot. I didn't do it. Ain't no way. I completely disagree and still voted for him. The reason why I'm saying all that is this. Some of you who are blue, I don't understand how y'all cannot just sit there and you can disagree. You can say Biden is doing, I think that the southern border, some of you can say as a Democrat, I think that the issue that's going on with the southern border, the inflation and all that, I think that is terrible. But because because you hate Trump so much, you won't criticize Biden administration? That's crazy. This coming weekend, I'm about to be married for 23 years to the same exact woman and ain't never had no other woman. And guess what? If my wife was to come in here and you say, hey, can you tell us some stuff about your husband you didn't like as y'all got married? You think my wife gonna be like, well, nope, there's nothing because he's my husband. If we were to get real and you were to ask me, through your 23 years of being married, Ty, is there some things about your wife that you did not like? Yeah. But guess what? I'm still married to her. In other words, I still support her. So all I'm saying is that you can support Biden all you want to, but you telling me you don't have enough logical comprehension to say that this is absolutely terrible what's going on, even if it's affecting you? Man, come on now. Come on now. Appreciate the happy anniversaries and all that good stuff, folks. So I'm trying to figure out what is he going to be charged with. I'm getting ready to share a video from my guy, conservative, Black conservative perspective to show you what some people from CNN, which y'all, I know. I told you I watch all kinds of different things, But I want to show you this. Want to show you this video because you all seen the thumbnail that I posted, right? You guys all see that thumbnail. And the reason why I'm telling you that is because in that thumbnail, because of that the thumbnail, you see what it said. Well, Trump had an overload on the website. The support just came pouring in. The website pretty much just practically crashed because people just started donating and getting in there like crazy, and it's freaking people out. And I want y'all to check this video out, all right? Check this out. If I can get it how I want it. I'll make myself smaller, make that bigger, okay? Shout out again to my guy, Conservative Perspective.
I don't think that he had a fair chance here in New York. I think that it was rigged from the beginning. I think that this was all a setup. They just don't want him running. They're very intimidated by him. And I think at the end, he's still going to win because...
Will this help Donald Trump in the long run?
100%. I wouldn't doubt he's raising millions and millions of dollars right now.
So I think that this is something that's going to backfire. In fact, it's already backfiring because the GOP fundraising website, When Red, went down because a record number of supporters went to the website to immediately start donating to Trump.
Woo! It's like this, guys. Right now, it's like this. We've seen the wizard behind the curtain. We see we all to those that are going to support Trump. When he drained the swamp, and you seen all the swamp creatures that were in there, they trying to cover the swamp back up and tell y'all there wasn't nothing there. You didn't see what you thought you saw. Ooh, Trump is the boogeyman. Trump is the boogeyman. He the racist. Trump was in collusion with Russia. Ooh, no, y'all. Ooh, he real bad. We all sitting there like, nope, not gonna work. No, look. He hit Stormy Daniels. Trump had an affair. He a bad man. We all like, we don't care. He falsified some records, even though him and the bank agreed on what he was doing. The bank gave him the loan, and Trump, the person that bought the stuff from Trump, they agreed on that price too. And Trump paid back the bank when he was supposed to, but he a bad man. He falsified some record. He did it. We not falling for it. We're not falling for it. He gonna be the first president that can go to jail. We sitting there like, we're not falling for it. We seen the wizard behind the curtain. We seen who's working all this stuff behind, and nobody's falling for it. All you Trump supporters and you MAGA, you're all a bunch of tinfoil lunatics. They're all crazy. Anybody out there? If there's anybody out there that's voting for Trump, you better watch out. All the MAGA people and the Republicans are all crazy. We're all sitting there like, still, we're not falling for it. Nope. It's not going to work. Not going to work. Well, I don't believe that. I can't believe there's people out there that will still vote for Trump, even if he's in jail. So all the MAGA people and Republicans, they like criminals. We are not falling for it at all. I literally had a lot of my family up in Chicago. After this happened, it was like, you know what? This some BS. These are Democrats now. These are people. If you watch my channel and I told y'all stories about how me and my family in Chicago went back and forth, these were adamant Democrats. They weren't trying to hear anything I was saying, blah, blah, blah. But as time went on, they slowly started seeing things. And I started telling them, don't believe me, go and research yourself, yada, yada, peanut butter. Tonight, they're like, you know what? It's a wrap. First time, one of my great cousins, first time in their life, I'm voting for Trump. This some BS. I don't care what they say. I was still kind of on the ropes, but now this BS is going on. This is crazy. This is what everybody's saying. This is crazy. This is crazy. This is what are they doing? They're trying everything they can to get him. Everything. And I told y'all, don't be surprised if they're going to go after him. The black vote for Trump increased. And now, black people, y'all don't know what y'all don't know what y'all doing, black people. Y'all, hey, oh, it's such an insult. Hey, black people, look now. Look, Democrats, they freaking out. Don't you want, whatever I'm gonna say, whatever, folks, listen, folks, the fundamental. And Kamala, what is she doing? 34 indictments. I've indicted more people on counts way more than and most of the people that I indicted and kept them on into their jail cells. They were all black. Yes. What? They're panicking right now. They freaked out. Now all of a sudden the black vote increased with Trump. The stuff is backfiring. It's backfiring. Straight backfiring. They are doing this to keep Trump from campaigning. But I told you guys before, to me, I feel that if there's anybody that deals with Trump campaign, they should find out who the supporters are in each state and get those people to go and hold rallies. I'm telling you, it's so, y'all, look, let me just throw something out there. And this is not saying anything about myself. If I was to get with a lot of local people in Florida, in Tennessee, in Missouri, in Illinois, if I was to get with people in the areas that I have my homes in and told them we're going to put together a rally, I guarantee you we will have more people at that rally that I'll be talking with and have different speakers up there. We would have more people at those rallies than Joe Biden has when he goes to a speaking place. We would. So what am I saying that for? How awesome would it be? I know we had the car parades and all that stuff like that with the flags, but how awesome would it be to have a whole lot of us putting this stuff together while this, you know what? Look, y'all, just go with me here because y'all might think this is crazy. Let's just say Trump would go to jail. Let's just say if he did. Do you know how crazy it would be that all over you will be having all these rallies, all of us showing up because it's technically, realistically, it's actually us anyway that's going to cause this whole thing to change. Y'all don't understand that. It's us that will cause this whole system to change. The problem is too many of y'all believe that that system is more powerful than we. There were a few people that went against that whole system. Y'all don't know who I'm talking. Y'all don't know what I'm talking about. How are we all where we are right now if there was no if it wasn't we the people? Huh? Y'all, you have, this is why it's so important to know your history. This is why it's so important to know the foundations of this country, because it's us. We've been blinded and bamboozled and tricked into thinking that the people that are in political roles are over us. No, they are our employees, pretty much to speak, but y'all not treating them like they're your employees. You treating them, they got you to make you feel like you owe them something. Your local governments, your mayors, your congressmen, your senators, they have tricked a lot of you into thinking that you owe them something. No. But how awesome would that be that if Trump was to go to jail and then we the people had these rallies all over in these different cities and everything like that, and there's nothing they can do. Want to know why? A lot of us get more coverage than some of this crazy, crooked, wicked places like MSNBC and CNN. We'll get way more coverage from that. People will have their phones out. People will go live. People will show it all over the internet. And what would that do? That will show you that we, the people, are still saying it's not about us being about Trump and wanting Trump. It's just that Trump as an individual is representing what all of us Americans want. And that's America first, no matter what. Well, what about the people in countries that's trying to escape? I don't care. America first. Right now, come on, let's keep it real. But Ty, there's people who's trying to escape their governments and come here to find refuge. And I don't care if our Americans are not taken care of first, our veterans, our homeless, our low income, the so-called black disenfranchised, black, all that stuff that they preach. Take care of them first. Then we'll talk about these other folks that's trying to come into our country. Everybody should be like that, whether you are a Democrat or a Republican. I don't understand. All these things that people ask for in these different cities, especially the black community, since they just, oh my God, black folks, y'all, come on, it's over. We're not sugarcoating this. I'm not scared of y'all. I'm not even worried about you acting like I don't belong to the black community. I don't give a crap about that bull crap. Talking points y'all like to give off. Plain and simple. Negroes, you got played. Admit it. Black Lives Matter, George Floyd, Breonna Taylor. What are they doing for you Negroes right now? Y'all did all that marching during George Floyd. Y'all did all that hooting and hollering Breonna Taylor. Y'all did all that craziness during any time somebody got something happen to them black. Y'all got Al Sharpton, Black Lives Matter, Patrice Cole. They got them all to go out there. Y'all out there marching with them. Y'all got the mask on. Y'all got the shirts on. Negroes, where are y'all at right now? How better off are you right now? I'll wait. You're worse. And I'll raise you another one. The administration that's there currently right now, the ones that encourage y'all to go out there and do that and act like they had y'all back, tell me this. How are they having your back right now, huh? I'm talking, yeah, get pissed off. Black folks, how do they have your back right now? Huh? How's that working out with them coming in there and moving y'all out of the projects? Huh? How's it working out with them coming and moving y'all out of y'all your apartments, your townhomes, and putting them there? How's it working out with the landlords coming and telling y'all, hey, it's a wrap. Y'all got to move on somebody else. We've been told we got to house these immigrants because the government is going to pay my whole year for every last one of these individuals. And they're kicking you guys out up in Chicago. How's that working out for you Negroes? Where is Black Lives Matter for y'all? I thought Black Lives Matter. Huh? Migrants coming in and getting y'all moved out the way. I thought Black Lives Matter. Why ain't there no protesting? Why isn't there no marching? Because I told you was going to get played. It's okay. It's okay. I'm a little different on this approach now. I'm not going to sit there and be like, oh man, no. Feel it. Let it burn. Let it burn. Your open wound got Himalaya salt in it, and I hope you feel the burn from the chemical composition of the salt that's burning your open wound. I hope you feel the scratches from the Himalaya salt that has not dissolved in your wound yet. I hope it. Let it burn. What y'all gonna say now? Huh? The very people that you thought that had your back, they let this happen to you. Come on now, let's keep it real. You know what y'all gonna do? Well, they don't know. No, take it. Take it. You got played. No, we did. We're not talking about Republicans. We talking about this. Is what I'm saying. You're not gonna be able to deflect like this. This is when the daddy instincts kick in. It's the same thing with that would happen with my sons, right? If one of my sons had something that happened that he wasn't supposed to have happen, disobedient, whatever the case may be. If I'm getting ready to get on my son, you know what he tried to do? The same thing some of y'all are doing right now. You try to deflect. My son to go, well, I didn't do as much as they. Well, no, we're not talking about what they did. Well, my friends, them down the street, I'm not talking about your friends. I'm talking about you. Well, everybody, I'm not talking about everybody. Keep on trying. Y'all, it's not going to work on me. Some of y'all that's been texting me, some of y'all that's been emailing me, it's not going to work. It's not going to work. You got done wrong. You got played. And the question is, what are you going to do about it? Vote the same exact way, ain't you? Want to know why? They're going to come and give you a whole bunch of empty promises. This time, we're really going to see. That's why we're trying to keep Trump from getting out, because Trump wants to put y'all back in chains. I don't feel no ways tired. I come too far from where I started. And what's sad about it is that they got your own community leaders to pimp y'all even further. Your churches pimping y'all. These Democrats are coming in there to them churches and all that, making sure that they keep y'all under their foot. Black churches, black pastors playing y'all just as well because they're getting some dang old money that they are federally funded by those governments. I know what I'm talking about. Our church, the government don't own our church. That's why when all that stuff was going down, we kicked y'all out. Y'all couldn't come in our church with the Black Lives Matter bullcrap. We booted y'all out. Y'all can come in our church with the LGBTQ. All of us can come. We booted y'all butts out. Want to know why? The government did not have our church. We had our church. So now you got these Democrats going to these black city pastors and these leaders and all that, having them preach over the pulpit, pretty much telling you to keep doing what you're doing. You want to know why? They learned it from the pastors. The way that the Democrats pimp black people, they learned that from the black church. They say things that make you feel good. God, this gonna be your season, and this gonna be your time. This is my time. I'm going up there. The Lord is gonna elevate you. You're gonna say to your neighbor, they say all these things, y'all just get to feeling good. Woo, yes. Woo. Tell your neighbor, it's my season. Look at somebody, look at your neighbor. Tell them, neighbor, it's my season. Tell them the Lord is gonna elevate you to levels. The Lord is gonna, and what happened? Let's keep it real. Y'all know in these churches, what happened? I know I'm going off, ain't it? I'm going off. What happened? I've been around too many things like this as a minister. I've been in too many churches where they constantly play y'all. And I know white people, if y'all in here, I don't know if some of y'all churches are like this, but don't get me wrong. Jesse Duplantis did it. Ryan Parsley, they all do the same little thing. They say things in such a dynamic way, and you feel some type of way about it. So you feel like that's something that's moving. Y'all, some of them, they call it the spirit. Some of y'all, oh man, when such and such spoke, look how Obama had y'all fooled. The first thing they showed was black people celebrating that Obama was the president, which is okay. But some of the things that came out of y'all mouth, Obama the president, I'm going to be able to get a house now. You didn't get none. What did Barack Obama do for black folks? What did he do? I represented. I represented. Became the first black and gay president of the United States. And by that, black people like me. But I didn't do nothing for the black people. But gave them a gay holiday for all LGBTQIA. Makes me the first black president. Thank you. Thank you. Mr. Barack Obama, can you tell us specifically what it is that you did for the black people, though? Like, did you create any programs? Did you fix it to where, you know, the black HBCU colleges can have like constantly funding? Or did not. I didn't do nothing. But thank you. And he ain't even black. Oh, no, I know y'all gonna get pissed off. He's not black. Barack Obama pretty much got in there because he's in the bloodline. Uh-oh. I know y'all, I'm going on some deep stuff now, ain't it? I ain't tired. This is rare form. I know. Because you got to learn how to hit back, ladies and gentlemen. You got to learn how to strike back. Some of y'all, with what's going on with Trump right now, y'all sitting back, oh, Lord, I'm so scared. I mean, what's going to happen to our country? Trump can't run. Y'all, it's us. Y'all, man, how do y'all not understand this? I learned this from being in the streets, family full of gangs and all this. I know what it's like when the unit work. I know what it's like if the leader is not present or anything like that. It does not matter because it was us that actually was on the field doing the battling. Well, we don't know what to do. Yes, what? How do you not know what to do? How? It caused a huge shift, ladies and gentlemen. That's all it did. It caused a shift. You really need to pay attention to what's going on in your surroundings and how it's going to affect you, whether you are a Democrat or whether you are a Republican. But again, some of y'all, look, man, hold on. I ain't even gonna show y'all the little emails that keep coming in. Y'all are pissed off. Don't worry, black folks, it's okay. It's okay to be pissed off. You deserve the spanking. I told you it was gonna happen. I told you. And guess what? I guarantee nobody's gonna have y'all back right now. I guarantee not gonna have you back. So somebody said, can you elaborate on that a little bit more with the churches thing? Okay. So again, in church, pastors and a lot, not all of them, a lot of black churches, pastors, evangelists, they preach in such a way, and they do things in such a way. They got the music playing and all that. It sounds all good. They being real charismatic and they just bringing that energy and all that. And they tell you that you're going to have your, they're going to say that, this is my year. This is my time. Sow a seed. Do all this. The Lord is getting ready to elevate you. The Lord is getting ready to make your bounties plentiful and all that. He's about to put you on a mountain to look down on the ones in the valley, and the ones in the valley are Valilians, and he's going to elevate. How many of y'all have been to places like that, and all of a sudden, 5 years later, what elevation happened to you? What growth happened? And why are you speaking to me in King James language? I don't know what that means. The Lord is about to bestow upon you thou bountifulness, so that thou can desist the torquesis of the feces. And the Lord said, you're gonna be rewarded with the most presences of the bestest. He's gonna ring down the Shekinah. I don't even know what that stuff is. But folks end up feeling so good about that. So what do? The Democrats was able to come in and learn that. Oh boy, how to pimp black people 101. Do it like the church people do. And that's why when you see people like President Biden, or you see people like Hillary Clinton, they go into a church and they want to go into a black church for one, which is fine. But the fact that they get in there and I don't feel no ways tired. I come to because they know that that's a song that black folks just love. Their grandmama sang it, their great-granddaddy sang it, their great-great-great-granddaddy sang it. I don't feel no ways tired. I come too far from where, and they go in there. I don't feel no ways tired. Black folks, they can relate to us. They said, I don't feel no ways tired. Girl, did you hear Hillary Clinton say, I don't feel no ways tired? Stupid. I got a bottle of hot sauce in my purse. Yeah, I keep hot sauce. I sure do. They should have told her which brand, which kind. Which kind do you keep in your purse? It's crazy. And the fact that they do that, it should make you feel insulted. They feel all I got to do is do something of low level of intelligence like that to get black people to jump on board. I'm just being real with y'all. Trump come on saying, black people,
Just give me a chance to see what I can do. No, give me a chance. What the hell do you have to lose?
Oh my God, Trump being racist. He asked the black people what the hell they got to lose. But then Joe Biden showed up to a family house with fried chicken. Joe Biden told a black man to his face and to all black people, I tell you what, if you don't know if you're for Mayor Trump, then you ain't black. I got him with that one. And black people didn't have nothing to say. Y'all didn't have nothing to say. Some people got attacked by some black folks. Trump said they got attacked by some thugs. Trump calling all black people thugs. Y'all are crazy. Y'all, do you even understand the delusion that you're under when you do that? And again, let me make this clear. I'm not Republican. I'm not Democrat. I'm not a libertarian. I'm not conservative. I just see through bull crap. I see things straight. I just see things as it is. And you're not going to box me and do that. No, Ty, you are conservative. Don't box me. Well, Ty, I don't know. Some stuff you say you sound a little Democrat. Don't box me. I'm just saying exactly what I think. And that's the beauty of being an American here. You should be able to express your thoughts, your logic, and we should be able to talk about it, converse, to try to come to a conclusion. But it definitely shouldn't be no one way. Your way is my way. But if you're going to tell me that your way is the way, you need to explain that to get me to understand it. But I can tell you right now, what's going on in our country right now, you will not get me to understand why you think and why you probably feel that these people can just come into our country and get all the stuff that our own American, our veterans can't even get it. This is what I do. Y'all know how many people that I come across in medicine that these veterans can't get the prosthetic leg that they got blown off because they fought in the Vietnam War, they fought in the Cold War. Do you know that these people are in there with limbs lost, with PTSD? They just left like they were nothing. And they fought for this country and feel like they're being betrayed. They got to fight TRICARE just to get a freaking splint. And these are our veterans. But yet, man, these people coming to California now, man, they about to give them homes, food, cards, vouchers, and freaking they can get a gun. Matter of fact, they can in Illinois, they getting ready to become police officers, and they not even citizens. Can you imagine somebody coming up to you? And I'm just keeping it real. You can say what you want to. I don't care. Y'all not about to box me. And this is not me being blurred. You come up. Hello, hey sir, Sarah. They told me that I need to talk to you. Are you a citizen? No, but I'm a police officer. They certified me in Illinois. Yeah. Man, go on about your business. No, you need to come here. You're going to get arrested. Man, can you imagine a non-citizen, an illegal, arrested, and man. About to cause havoc. Anyway, let me get back to this video and show y'all some more of it.
Which tells you the type of moment that this is, right? That a fire has been lit under the ashes of conservative America, of independent voters, of even some liberals who don't like the weaponization, because essentially that's what's happening here. It's very obvious.
Well, if my phone and the text messages I'm receiving are any indication, every Republican in the country is madder than a wet hen. I mean, people who are decidedly non-MAGA, not Trump fans, are blowing up tonight saying this case never should have been brought. This is ridiculous charges. It was egregious use of the criminal justice system. And I mean, I'm hearing people say, I had no intention of voting for Donald Trump, and now I am. And then if you ask the Trump campaign what's happening, they literally broke their online donation portal because people were rushing to the internet to give them money in the minutes after the verdict. So I think there's a real chance here. This is going to massively backfire.
Whoa. You hear that? I mean, he said he think there's a real chance that it's going to backfire. It already did. I mean, it already did. What's crazy right now, though, is that we were anticipating. I told you guys, I said, I'm not going to be surprised. I literally said, I wouldn't be surprised if this stuff is so crazy that on all of them, we got people. We got people in New York right now that maybe stab somebody, that maybe rob somebody. Y'all, look what's happening. If you notice right now, y'all, okay, let me slow down. Judge Mansion said that the jury doesn't have to come to a unanimous decision on what particular so-called crime Trump did. Which can they name the crime? Falsifying documentation. He said all these different crimes that they got, y'all don't have to unanimously come to one crime. If you felt that he did this one, you can say if you felt, and look what all 34. All 34. What I'm saying that for is can you name? I did not know that you can be prosecuted for a victimless crime. In both cases, I'm keeping it real. Both cases were victimless. Aretha says the song Lunatic Fringe needs to be the new theme song. Red Rider is the band. Listen to the words. It's fitting. Got you. Appreciate the $5 super chat there. Appreciate your super chat. Let me show y'all some more of this video. Whoa, I don't want to get rid of myself. Where'd you go, video? There we go. And if you don't know, the website has gone under maintenance because troves and troves of supporters came in and just started going berserk on it. But the thing is, though, this should have been something they should have been doing. It should have been something that should have been happening already. Wow. Boing, 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 boing. Everybody that's in here right now, do me a favor, though. Make sure you guys all hit that thumbs up button right now. Please hit that thumbs up button for me so that this video can be circulated within the YouTube algorithm. Hit that thumbs up for me. Please, please, please click that thumbs up. It helps the channel as well. There's so much stuff that happened in this court that's crazy, y'all. It's going to be appealed
on the Democrats and help Donald Trump.
Out of all of the charges against Trump, okay, whether it be the Jack Smith ones or the ones from Fannie Willis, this one right here was the one that was most obviously political. Okay, all of them are political, but this one really stood out. Everybody said, yeah, this is the least serious one. Okay, we don't even know if Trump is going to get jail time. Apparently, the sentencing is going to be July 11th, I believe, which is going to be a few days before the Republican National Convention, which, by the way, again, I think is a part of, again, rigging the process. Okay, they're going to sentence Trump right before the RNC. And who knows at this point? A lot of people say that, well, because it is Trump's first offense, he's, haven't done anything before, and it's nonviolent, he's unlikely to get prison time, even though he could be facing, more than 20 years in prison with all of these charges. He's probably not going to end up going to jail. But again, with the Democrat judge, unhinged Judge Merchant, who knows? Okay, he could end up trying to throw the book at Trump, which again would be something that's not very common in New York. Okay, but we see them going after Trump when they won't go after real criminals. So I wouldn't be surprised if the judge comes out and actually does try to send Trump to jail. If I was a judge, I probably wouldn't push my luck on that because, again, you're basically going to guarantee that Trump is going to win the election if they act.
I think they already did. I think they did it already. I think with what they've done thus far, I think that they've done it already. I mean, you just kind of solidify some stuff on there because folks are just kind of like, this don't seem right. Something's off with this. So let me bring your attention to, let me see if this comes up here. Because now the question is what may possibly happen. Okay, let me go back to it because this looks wild right now. This says Donald Trump's 34 conviction marks the end of the former president's historic hush money trial, but the fight over the case is far from over. Now comes the sentencing and the potential for a prison sentence, a lengthy appellate process, and all the while, the presumptive Republican presidential nominee still has to deal with 3 more criminal cases and a campaign that could see him return to the White House. Let's see. This says Donald Trump's conviction of 34 felony count marks an end of the former president's historic hush money trial, but the fight is over. I read that already. When is Donald Trump's sentencing date? The judge has set the former president's sentence for July 11th, just days before Republicans are set to select him as a 2024 nominee, which is what Black Conservative Perspective just said. Y'all, come on now. They want to sentence him days before the convention. You come on. We know what's up. Trump's voting eligibility. He may be convicted of a felony and reside in Florida, but he can still vote as long as he stays out of prison in New York State. Will Trump's conviction impact the 2024 election? It's unclear whether its once imaginable status as a person convicted of a felony will have any impact on all votes. After more than 9 hours, we all know what happened. The big question is now whether Trump could go to prison. The answer is uncertain. Judge Juan Merchan set sentence for July 11th. We all know that. The charge of falsifying business records is a Class E felony in New York, the lowest tier of felony charges in the state. It is punishable by up to 4 years in prison, though the punishment would ultimately be up to the judge, and there's no guarantee he would give Trump time behind bars. Manhattan District Attorney Alvin Bragg declined to say whether prosecutors would seek prison time. It's unclear to what extent the judge may factor in the political and logistical complexities of jailing the former president who is running to reclaim the White House. Other punishment could include a fine for probation, and it's possible the judge would allow Trump to avoid serving any punishment until after he exhausts his appeals. Trump faces the threat of more serious prison time in 3 other cases he's facing, but those cases have gotten bogged down by appeals and other legal fights, so remains unclear whether any of them will go to trial before November. What does that mean for the election? The conviction doesn't bar Trump from continuing his campaign or becoming president, and he can still vote for himself in his home state of Florida as long as he stays out of prison in New York State. Trump's daughter-in-law, Laura Trump, who serves as co-chair of the Republican National Committee, said in a Fox News Channel interview on Thursday that Trump would do virtual rallies and campaign events if he's convicted and sentenced to home confinement. Okay. If that's the case, ladies and gentlemen, if they're saying it like what she just got done saying, to where they can have him to where he's doing home confinement, look, I know some people are not going to understand this, but listen to me on this. If President Biden can win an election from campaigning, if he can win, y'all, if President Biden can win an election by being in his basement, surely President Trump can be in the confinements of his home, the comforts of his home, and do a virtual, whatever you want to do, a virtual rally and win. But I know, we all know that Trump likes to be amongst the people. We know that. We know that people like to show up. We know that people like to show up to those rallies to see Trump speak. So anyway, let me go ahead and see what else this article has to say, and I'll bring you guys back to it. In a deeply divided America, it is unclear whether Trump's once unimaginable criminal conviction will have any impact at the election. Leading strategists, or strategists, however you want to say it, in both parties believe that Trump will still remain well positioned to defeat President Joe Biden, even as the Republican now faces the prospect of a prison sentence and 3 separate criminal cases still outstanding. In the short term, at least, there will be immediate signs that the guilty verdict was helping to unify the Republican Party's desperate factions as GOP officials across the political spectrum rallied behind their embattled presumptive presidential nominee, and his campaign reported a flood of fundraising dollars within hours of the verdict. There has been some polling conducted on the prospect of a guilty verdict, although such hypothetical scenarios are notoriously difficult to predict. A recent ABC News poll found that 4% of Trump supporters said they would withdraw their backing if he's convicted of a felony, though another 16% said they would reconsider. After Trump is sentenced, he can challenge his conviction in a New York appellate court and possibly the state's highest court. Trump's lawyers have already been laying the groundwork for appeals with objections to the charges and rulings at the trial. The defense has accused the judge of bias, citing his daughter work heading a firm whose clients have been included Biden, Vice President Kamala Harris, and other Democrats. The judge refused the defense's request to remove himself from the case, saying he was certain of his ability to be fair and impartial. And yet he's sitting there doing it. And y'all, that's crazy. They doing it in your face. Trump's lawyers may also raise and appeal the judge's ruling limiting the testimony of a potential defense expert witness. The defense wanted to call Bradley Smith, who served on the Federal Election Commission, to rebut the prosecutor's contention that hush money payments amounted to campaign finance violations. But the defense ended up not having him testify after the judge ruled he could give general background of the FEC, but couldn't interpret how federal campaign finance laws apply to the facts of Trump's case on whether Trump alleged violate those laws. There are often guardrails and expert testimony on legal matters on the basis that it's up to the judge, not an expert hired by one another or other to instruct jurors on applicable laws. So anyway, I just wanted to kind of just run that by you guys and just throw it out there, let you see how this right here has completely caused a lot of people to completely get behind Donald Trump on this, President Trump on this. This is unheard of. This is wild. Like, this is going to be something I will be able to tell my great grandchildren or even my own grandchildren about our country and about these prosecutions that's going on with President Trump right now. He's not president. He's former president. Look, I say President Obama. I say President Biden. I'll say President Trump. I'll say President Clinton. Come on now. Don't go there. So anyway, folks, again, make sure you guys all hit that like button. And I was waiting on someone to pretty much let me know how they feel that what's going on in our country is well when it comes to the immigration, when it comes to the inflation. You know, I want to find out for ones who feel that that is good and it's okay. I like to know how. For the ones who are, gosh, y'all, the people that are here in our country protesting over the war between Israel and Palestine. Y'all, yeah. We got Americans who are out here marching with people. Free Palestine, free Palestine. It's crazy. But then yet up in Chicago, about, I don't know, maybe tonight, maybe 8 people got murdered. There ain't gonna be no marches. There ain't gonna be no Black Lives Matter. Y'all not gonna shut down the highways that lead to O'Hare International Airport, saying stop the crime, stop the violence with the gangs in Chicago. But y'all do it for a goddamn on country across seas. Yeah, I told y'all that stuff. Look, I'm just being real with y'all. Be mad at me about this. Be upset. I don't care. Our folks first. Y'all out there with signs. Y'all out there shutting down highways. Y'all out there landing. Oh, you know what? Y'all good. Y'all good. Y'all good. Y'all will do all that. Shut down highways, San Francisco highways and all that because of y'all don't like what's going on with Palestine and Israel, right? But y'all ain't got no smoke for the gangs that's murking people every day. Y'all don't have y'all not going to go to the hood with your signs saying stop killing the children. Do it. Do it. You won't do it because y'all don't care. You don't care. That stuff is all fake. None of y'all really believe. Look, if you listen to me right now, none of y'all believe the crap anyway. I'm just being real with you. All of you who are pro-Palestine, y'all don't believe what y'all saying. Y'all don't. I will personally. I know I can at least afford to send at least 20 of y'all to Palestine. I bet you won't get on that plane and go. I'll send y'all there. Heck, supporting the channel, I guarantee you I can set up a GoFundMe saying send the Palestine freedom fighting from the river to the sea. I guarantee you I will be able to raise a lot of money to where we can send all of y'all that want to protest, all on the schools, we will send y'all over there. Y'all won't go. Y'all don't believe in the bull crap y'all saying. Y'all not for real about that. You're not for real about that. Just like I told y'all Black Lives Matter wasn't for real about them. Black Lives Matter, y'all wasn't going in the hood. Black Lives Matter wasn't going to the projects. They weren't going to the South Side. They weren't going to Inglewood. Where? They weren't going to none of those places. But yet Black Lives Matter, bull crap. From the river to the sea, Palestine will be free. I didn't know Palestine was not I didn't know they weren't free. I mean, I didn't know that they was enslaved. What are we talking? Y'all won't go there. All this posting all on social media like y'all just, we support them. Y'all don't nothing because you won't go there. Go there and show yourself live and say, I'm right here on the forefront for Palestine. Y'all won't do that. Just a bunch of fake virtue signaling. That's all that is. That's all it is. But y'all, I'm going to keep it real with you guys, though. This is going to be one of the last things I'm going to say right here. Let's not be too, I'm just saying, I let it be known, I will be voting for President Trump. I will. But if they was able to pull this stuff off the last time, what's going to stop it this time? Huh? If they were able to pull it off the last time and you believe that it was indeed rigged, what makes you think it's going to be different this time? I know we got the thing Trump. I know, look, I'm just being real. Trump goes,
we have to show up in numbers. We have to really show up. We're going to make it to where it's too big to rig. They won't be able to do it. They'll try, but they'll lose.
What if they're anticipating it? How can you really keep it from happening? Personally, I feel that we should pass something back in Congress where we go back to paper ballot. You need to be an American citizen, born American citizen, and we need to go back to paper ballots. And if you want to be frank, I love it to where if you can just show anytime somebody vote, you got little graphs off to the side showing you blue going up, red going up, red going up, blue going. Do it right there as they putting the slips in there. You get the slip, put it in there, make it go up. Do it before. What's wrong? I don't trust anything that's done by computer at all. I don't care. Look, y'all, look, I don't care who. Let's just say President Trump wins. And they say it was rigged, even though they did it. Hillary Clinton definitely said he is not the president. She said that. Hillary Clinton said it. Everything that President Trump is saying about Biden, Hillary Clinton pretty much said the same thing about Trump. My point is this. If President Trump wins 2024 and they say it was rigged, transparency, go, okay, go and do it. But when you had it to where YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, all of y'all collectively was like, misinformation, disinformation. You can't talk about this. You can't. Oh my God. I wish there was laws in place to where even these platforms can be like Twitter, where it's freedom of speech. Let it be free. You know how I have to fight YouTube for them trying to tell me that I was spreading misinformation, disinformation when it came to the Fauci, hokey pokey clot shot. And I challenged them. I said, whoever in YouTube that has a medical degree, I want them to compare them to me and my medical knowledge and my stuff and what I went through and what I know. And let's see who comes out on top. Oh, well, yeah. What doctor works for YouTube? What immunologist work for YouTube? What person that went through med school like I did that ended up going through the ABCs and 1, 2, 3s of virology, cytology that can sit there and dispute what I'm talking about? But yet I'm okay. Guess what? We putting your videos up. We're putting them back up. It's the fact that they were able to do it with the so-called strong arming of the Biden administration. Facebook admitted it. Mark Zuckerberg admitted it. They did. So if you have it to where people can't even get on there, I mean, God, we got people on here talking about if you eat 16 pickles, you can grow your limbs back. YouTube will let that stay up. We got stuff on here they got things on here called like hot yoga. People can still twerk on YouTube showing their butts. People can show their boobs on here as long as there's a baby in there and they're breastfeeding. You can do all that, right? You can show fights, people getting knocked out. You can show death. You can show people abusing puppies and kittens and stuff, right? But you better not talk about the Fauci hokey pokey clot shot. You better not talk about the C-19. You better not talk about the election being, don't do that. That's a community strike. Oh, let's not get into the fact that YouTube was suppressing me and shadow banning me. Oh, wait. Oh, it's the black guy. Okay, we're good. Wait a minute. This black guy's talking. Oh, wait a minute. This black guy's sounding a little too intelligent. Oh, this black guy don't care about being called uncle. Oh, this black guy's calling out a bunch of, press that button to shadow ban him. Press that button and to where his content is not being recommended to his subscribers. Press that button to where subscribers are being unsubscribed from his channel. I guarantee you all 400 some people in here right now, I guarantee you all y'all are not subscribed. And some of you that think that you are subscribed, you go and check, you probably gonna look and see, oh my God, I'm not subscribed to your channel, Todd. And I've been with you and rocking with you for the past 5 years. But for somehow I got unsubscribed. YouTube did it. So if you want me to believe that we have fair elections and yada yada peanut butter, but yet at the same time, I know that YouTube has unsubscribed you from my channel. I know that YouTube has shadow banned me. How? Because some of you that's been rocking with Ty Smith for a long time, y'all remember how I was showing like, man, every month I'm getting 3,000 subs. I was averaging 3,000 subs, 3,000 subs. All of a sudden, 2020, when I put on YouTube and showed my journey to the White House, how I met President Trump, when I showed all that, all of a sudden, I was getting maybe 5 subscribers a month. I was getting more than 5 subscribers when I first started on YouTube a month. And then all of a sudden, things got a little low. Stuff started heating up. YouTube put its eye somewhere else. And all of a sudden, this past 2 months, I'm jumping up. I went from 70-some thousand subs to freaking 418 subs over the course of 6 weeks? And all of a sudden, I'm starting to talk about this again. And then boom, here it is again. Ty's being shadow banned. He's saying stuff that we don't want him to say. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Matt, you were here. Matt Beckham been with me for a super long time. He knows exactly what I'm talking about. And look right here. Look at that. I had to subscribe again. Look. See what Damage Dime said? Look what Toby said. I was unsubscribed. I told y'all. This is what we did. This is what we're dealing with. A lot of them are all behind this system. I'm telling you, it's crazy. It's really, really crazy. Make sure you guys hit that thumbs up button for me right now and all that good stuff. Double check to make sure that you still are subscribed to the channel. Really appreciate you guys all being here. I really, 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 really do. I thank you all for it. I was unsubscribed for 3 people I was following. Yeah, they unsubscribed me from Candace, from Brandon, from ABL, from Jericho Green, from Black Conservative Perspective. They pretty much unsubscribed me for anybody that they felt that had a conservative like type, thought process. They did that to a lot of people. So anyway, folks, let me see if there's anything else he got in here that I think that y'all would be able to hear him on. Wait, I don't want to get rid of myself. There we go. Shout out again to my guy, Black Conservative Perspective.
Actually do sentence him to jail time and try to throw him in jail before the election. Realistically, it's not going to happen because Trump is going to appeal. And hopefully he'll be able to appeal all the way up to the Supreme Court. And I think that ultimately this will get overturned in a few years.
What are the odds of this on appeal for Trump?
I actually think they're pretty good because there are a number of significant issues of the way this trial was handled. And we don't talk about Donald Trump anymore. We talk about the defendant in the case and whether or not the judge did everything the judge was supposed to do to ensure a fair trial, uninfected by the outside world. And I've complained, Aaron, to you, that the idea that this jury wasn't sequestered, not even during their deliberations, not to mention for that week before between trial and closings, I think that's a massive mistake that an appellate court may say, this is going to happen. The defense is going to follow the trail of every one of these jurors when they find out who they are and how they are, where they drove, what they did, every billboard that they saw, all of that. And that's going to be the fodder for appeals that this jury was infected by negativity, that this judge didn't protect their client from. That's just one issue, and there are 100 we can talk about.
But as of this moment feels like the same moment that happened during the FBI Mar-a-Lago raid, right? You never forget where you were at when you heard the news that, wow, the FBI had just raided Mar-a-Lago. Okay, it was a pretty crazy moment. Okay, I'll never forget it. And this feels the same way. And after that, Trump's poll numbers went up dramatically. They haven't stopped going up since then. And maybe we see the same effect happen with this conviction. At least that's what I'm hoping, right? Because now we're in uncharted territory. There's been debate back and forth about whether or not a conviction will hurt Trump, whether it will help Trump. I'm inclined to think that it will help Trump. From everything that I'm seeing people who are independent who are saying, I don't even like Trump, but this is wrong. This is wrong, and this is now going to motivate me to support Trump. And quite honestly, considering how, when you look at the polls, Trump is absolutely dominating Biden when it comes to registered voters. Okay. However, where the election is closer is when it comes to likely voters or voters that vote consistently. That's where the election gets tight. So that suggests that Trump is going to need people who are motivated to come out and vote for him. Okay. And with this conviction, I hope that people who want to vote for Trump, who are not happy with the Biden economy, not happy with the state of the country, I hope that motivates people to get out and to vote. Because if you don't vote, they're going to send this man to jail. Okay. Because the other trials, even though they're not happening before the election, or most likely they're not going to happen for the election, you can already see how dead set the Democrats are on throwing Trump in jail. They want him in jail, and he has to win. He has to win in order to avoid that happening. So when you take a step back and you look at it from the perspective of where were we at the beginning of this year, again, this is not a terrible situation. In fact, again, considering where we were at the beginning of this year, this is honestly probably the second best case scenario for Trump, if you really think about it. Because at the beginning of the year, Trump was in a fight to stay on the ballots because you had these radical Democrats, these secretaries of their states trying to pull him off the ballot. You had the Fannie Willis charges, you had the Jack Smith charges, and you had these, okay, the Alvin Bragg charges. Now, fast forward 6 months later, he has successfully defeated the effort to keep him off the ballot. He has successfully delayed the Jack Smith trial and the Fannie Willis trial until after the election. Now, again, this one with Alvin Bragg, you know, hey, he got convicted, but this is the one that people cared about the least. So when you look at where we were at just 6 months ago and what it looked like was going to happen just 6 months ago, we're talking about Trump being pulled off the ballot. We're talking about Trump being, you know, possibly convicted of these January 6th charges and the RICO charges and all that stuff. Hey, I got to say, again, this is the second best case scenario. The best case scenario is that he has no convictions going into the election, right? That he was found not guilty. But since we couldn't get that, again, the second best scenario is that, well, these other trials are not happening. And the one that people really don't care about, the least serious one, okay, he was found guilty. But guess what? Guess what? It's likely he's not going to jail. Definitely not going to happen before the election. And it motivates people to vote. It lets people know what's at stake, right? You know, it's funny because when Roe v. Wade was overturned, nobody knew how much of an impact it would have on the 2022 midterms, right? Going into the 2022 midterms, I thought there would be a red wave, okay? Because historically, that is what happens during the midterms. However, that didn't happen because of the backlash, the sheer backlash from the young thotties of America when it comes to Roe v. Wade being overturned. So what you tend to see in politics is that when there's a shock to the system, like, for example, Roe v. Wade being overturned or a former president being convicted of rigged charges against him, politically motivated charges, while he's running for president of the United States, that tends to cause a massive backlash that affects the election. And this is happening at right around the same time that Roe v. Wade was overturned in 2022. Okay, so it's happening now in 2024. We're in what, May, June? So now, you know, people are upset, people are mad, and let's hope that that momentum is carried into the election. Again, I'm seeing a whole lot of people that were on the fence about Trump that are now saying, hey, you know what? I might not like the guy, but I got to go vote for him because of this. This is not right. What's happening in this country is not okay. Okay, we're turning into a banana republic. And the only way to really save our republic really is to go out and to vote for Trump. That's it. Because if you don't, this is going to become commonplace. When Democrats don't like their political opponent, they will bring up some fraudulent charges against them and have them thrown in jail. This will become the norm. So, again, I personally think that most likely this is going to backfire. But the only way to ensure that it backfires is that people have to get out and vote. People have to understand what really is at stake. Okay. And again, I'm hoping that this conviction motivates people to go out and to vote for Trump and to get him over the finish line, right? I'm hoping that this has the same effect in regards to getting people motivated to support Trump kind of the same way you saw when Roe v. Wade was overturned and that benefited Democrats. I'm hoping that this is a moment that benefits Republicans the same way that benefited Democrats. So we're already seeing the backfiring happening. Okay. Trump is getting massive donations, massive support from everybody except the mainstream liberal media, of course. They're celebrating this. But I think that the celebration is premature because, again, the real verdict will come in November, right? When the American people actually vote. And again, let's hope that this creates the type of momentum that Trump needs to win in a landslide in order to send a message to the establishment and to the Democrats and to the media that we're not going to stand for this type of weaponization of the criminal justice system to jail political opponents simply because they don't agree with the far left agenda. So, hey, let me know what you guys think. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Most importantly, share a Black conservative perspective. Peace.
Again, shout out to Black Conservative Perspective for putting some information out there. Police too. So anyone here supports the white supremacy. What exactly is that supposed to mean? Why? What do you mean? Does anybody here support white supremacy? Who are you trying to say that Trump does? Are you trying to say that Trump supports white supremacy? I want to hear your answer on that. No, I want to see your answer rather. Is that what you're trying to say? Because I hope that you're not falling for that dumb stuff that they try to pull off about Trump before. However you say your name. PolizTube. PolizTube. Is that what you're trying to say? Trump supports the whole supremacy. Wow. Is that right? Whoo, is that right? We're going to leave your comment up there. All various things on what Trump said, okay? Check it out.
He has yet once to condemn white supremacy, the neo-Nazis. He hasn't condemned the darn thing.
You've got David Duke just joined, a bigot, a racist, a problem.
Would you repudiate David Duke?
Sure.
David Duke and robocalls are out again, the white supremacist movement supporting you. Do you have any words for that?
Well, I disavow. David Duke endorsed me? Okay. All right. I disavow. Okay.
When we looked at it and looked at the question, I disavowed David Duke. So I've disavowed David Duke all weekend long on Facebook, on Twitter, and obviously it's never enough.
So are you prepared right now to make a clear and unequivocal statement renouncing the support of all white supremacists?
Of course I am. Of course I am.
When Chris joined, we had a news conference, and they asked me the exact same question. I said, I disavow. I disavowed then. I disavowed today on ABC with George Stephanopoulos. I disavowed again.
David Duke is a bad person who I disavowed on numerous occasions over the years.
I totally disavow the Ku Klux Klan. I totally disavow David Duke. Ultimately, he got to the Ku Klux Klan, which obviously I'm going to disavow. I've rejected David Duke. I've rejected the KKK, the Ku Klux Klan.
David Duke is saying to his supporters and followers, vote for Donald Trump. White supremacists are saying, vote. Do you want those votes?
No, I don't want them, and I don't want him to say it.
And you want the supporters?
No, I don't want anything.
What do you think of white supremacists, by the way?
I don't like any group of hate.
David Duke announced his Senate candidacy, claiming your agenda.
Are you ready before you ask the question?
Newt Gingrich said every Republican should repudiate this guy no matter what it takes.
And I do. Rebuked. Is that okay? Rebuked.
Rebuked.
Done.
Done.
Do you want white supremacists to vote for you?
No, I don't at all. Not at all.
His campaign is denouncing a show of support from the KKK's official newspaper, as in the Ku Klux Klan.
In the same New York Times interview, he denounced white supremacists. He denounced the neo-Nazis who support him.
Racism is evil, and those who cause violence in its name are criminals and thugs, including the KKK, neo-Nazis, white supremacists. And you had people, and I'm not talking about the neo-Nazis and the white nationalists, because they should be condemned totally. I spoke out forcefully against hatred, bigotry, and violence, and strongly condemned the neo-Nazis, the white supremacists, and the KKK.
President Donald Trump signed a congressional joint resolution that condemns white supremacy, neo-Nazis, and other hate groups.
In one voice, our nation must condemn racism, bigotry, and white supremacy. Any group of hate, I don't like it. Any group of hate, I am, whether it's white supremacy, whether it's any other kind of supremacy, whether it's Antifa, whether it's any group of hate, I am very concerned about it, and I'll do something about it.
What was that? What was that?
All of you
white libs, all of you pro. What were you saying? What? Now watch you making up an excuse. Let me tell you what a lot of black folks do. Watch you making up an excuse, like, well, yeah, but I saw him. He bought one of their cars. No, he bought one of those people's wives a flower. Watch you come up with some excuse. Although I just showed you out of Trump's own mouth that Trump disavowed them. You. What else do you want? Watch y'all come up with it. This is what you Negroes do. Watch what you do. What you gonna say about that now? What are you gonna say? Watch. Whatever your name is, please do what. Did you comment? Yeah, because I know I do this. Let me see if you commented, because I guarantee you're gonna come up with some. Look at that. What did I tell y'all? Look at that. He disavows, but he has them over for dinner. Man, stop it. Stop it. You lost. It's a wrap. He only saying that so he can. Y'all just can't help yourselves. You had nothing to say about Donald Trump before he ran for president, when he was trying to help Jesse Jackson run for president, when Donald Trump was all in the black communities helping them with certain stuff. You have nothing to say that Donald Trump gave more funding to HBCUs than any president, including Barack Obama. You got no smoke for Barack Obama? But I'm the one that don't know what I'm talking about. I don't know what I'm doing. Oh, come on, stop it. Stop it. I'm not falling for that. Dude, Negroes, y'all not going to trick. I'm not falling for this. Got the wrong one. I told y'all. I knew y'all good for doing that. And I told you guys, I said my daddy instincts kick in. The minute I hone in on something and getting ready to discipline something, you're not going to be able to distract me by going, but see, I told you, whenever my sons will get in trouble, it makes it worse when you try to find some other avenue. It's not going to work on somebody like me. It's not. Just stop. There's nothing you're going to be able to say. Well, one time he told a black woman her kids. Come on now. Stop. Stop. Look, of course he lying. Look at that. Of course Donald Trump. Of course he lying. Yeah, I know. He gave that money for the HBCUs and stuff. Of course he lying. Of course. We know he lying. We know. Ain't no pleasing you Negroes. That's why you're not going to get reparations. The white man ain't going to give you please too. You probably believe you're going to get reparations too, don't you? You're not going to get it. You are not going to get it. Stop. You a paid troll. Stop that. I just showed you the video of Trump saying, how much more do you want? And it ain't no, you want to know why? You're not going to get reparations. You want to know why? Because even the system, even the white folks that could give you reparation that you begging white people for, even they know you Negroes ain't going to be satisfied once you get it. Stop it. You're not getting it. Trump sit up there and disavow the folks in front of your face. Numerous of clips of me showing it, of him denouncing them, of him disavowing them. He don't want to have nothing to do with them. He's saying that they're terrible. He's not going to tolerate them. He labeled them as a terrorist organization. He lying. Y'all going to come up with some, oh my God, stop it. But then at the same time, I never once seen Trump go,
look, people, if you're not for me and you don't know, you're not black. You're not black.
But y'all got, okay, you got no smoke for Joe Biden. You got no smoke for Joe Biden. You got no smoke for Clinton, them who told her their greatest mentors, people like Margaret Sanger and all that, somebody who definitely want to desecrate the black folks. Y'all got no smoke for them, huh? Okay, yeah. Anyway, folks, I made my point. This is just to show y'all. Look at that. Talk about discrimination. No, that's not going to work on me, sir. No. Discrimination when you just got done calling Donald Trump. You talking about discrimination after what you just got done labeling Donald Trump about white supremacy, and you talking discrimination? No, sir. Stop. You messed up, sir. Look at you. Look at you. He was sued because he didn't want black people renting this apartment. Y'all are so you going to fall for that? It wasn't about black people just renting this apartment. Have you read the details of that? Have you read it? Have you not seen the one where he actually allowed a black woman and her children to stay there for free? Oh, you Negroes, y'all love to pass that over. Get into the knowing why. This is what y'all don't do. Let me tell you what the problem is about what we, because I don't look, however you say your name, police too. I was once of a mindset like yours. Not by choice, but it was taught to me. I was indoctrinated in the hood to have that mindset like you got right now until I actually got out in the real world and seen that it was a bunch of bull crap. Yeah, well, we get taught from the hood, the way we get taught to think about white people and even like Trump, bunch of bull crap. Let me tell you how. Once I got into medicine and we had to go and study all these different cases and be a part of certain trials and things like that of the sort, you know, when they came out and said, look what happened, black people get way more time than white people who commit the same crime. Yeah, I was told that in the hood. I believed that until I got out in the real world. Black man sexually assaults a woman. White man sexually assaults a woman. The black man got more time than the white man. That's what you get told, right? But when you go and read the details, you'll see the white man that has sexually assaulted a girl, that's all he did. He sexually assaulted her, he held her down, and he sexually assaulted her. The black dude beat her up, knocked her teeth out, sexually assaulted her, sodomized her, and then like ran the house. It's details in it. So you're just not going to be able to say to somebody, and especially not this Negro, you're not going to be able to say to me, Trump didn't want black people renting his apartment. Why didn't he want that particular black person renting his apartment or whatever it was? Find out the details. You're not just going to be able to just say he didn't want black people, because then I can turn around and say Trump never let white people. What if white people came out and said Trump never let white people stay for free in the apartment like he did that black woman? He should be supporting his own kind since he's a white supremacist. Stop. Nice try. Came across the wrong Negro, didn't you? I know you weren't expecting that. It's okay. It's okay. You found the wrong Negro. Wrong one. It's okay though. I mean, I expect you to be like that. Why wouldn't you be? I mean, you learn what you learned from the hood. You definitely didn't. You definitely didn't know and learn what you learned by your own research, by studying, by really looking at it. Otherwise, there's no way you can arrive to the conclusion that you're at. There's no way. There's just no way. So, yeah, it's all right. It's all right. It's all right. You said it wasn't a particular person. It was known he didn't like black people. Okay, so police too, you know who don't like black people either? You don't. You know who don't like black people? I don't. You know who don't like black people? White people don't. You know who don't like white people? I don't. You know who don't like Mexicans? I don't. Certain ones. Come on, let's keep it real, man. Stop. You want to know who hate black people the most collectively? The black people. Are we going to talk about that? Because it's not people like Donald Trump. It's okay. Since you labeled Donald Trump a white supremacist, and you want to label white people being white supremacy, blah 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 blah. Who's the greater threat to us? Who is the greater threat to us? Tell me. Tell me. Police too. Who is the greatest threat to black people? Who's the greatest threat to black people? Look, other people got to answer for you. You can't even answer it. What race of people is the greatest threat to black people, please? Yeah, look at you. Look, you trying to avoid it. I knew it. See, you don't look at that. That's what I'm saying. What you're doing when you did that right there, that's letting all of us know. Look, you don't even want to tell the truth. You want to know why? Because it looked just like you in the mirror, don't it? It don't look like Donald Trump. It don't look like Donald Trump, do it? It looks like you and me, don't it? But y'all don't. Why not call out? Look, this one I don't get about a lot of things when it comes to so-called black stuff. Why are we scared to call? I'm not, but why are you scared to call out our bull crap? It's us. We are our worst enemies, not white people, not Donald Trump, not white supremacy. Stop the bull crap. Let's cut it. I don't know what got us in this position to where we act like we scared to call out our own people. We killing each other at astronomical rates, not white people. There ain't no white people going around. Get them, boys. Where's them niggers? We're looking for them niggers. Where are they at? Let's get the truck. Woo! Nobody's going around doing that bull crap. White people ain't even thinking about you. That's so messed up. You living your life thinking that white people are thinking about you. You're going to be most likely, you got a 90% chance to be killed by another Negro to look just like you. White people are not thinking about you. I know you want them to. I know you want to walk into the stores thinking that they looking at you, thinking you're going to. White people ain't thinking about you. Why are you looking for white people to validate you? You didn't even want to, you had a chance to tell the truth. Right there, you want to say evil people? Okay, stop it. You need to stop it. Stop it, stop it, stop it. Anyway, folks, I appreciate you guys all being here. I got some other stuff I got to take care of. I know y'all love me going live. I'm glad to be going live too. Even Police Tube, hey, I appreciate you being here, speaking your mind, giving your view of what it is. No hate towards you at all. It might get to a point to where I might be able to have you come up or something like that and all that good stuff, but tonight won't be the night. Hit that thumbs up button before y'all get out of here, folks. And y'all know that I really mean this when I say it to anybody that agree with me or disagree with me. It does not matter. I really do hope and pray that every last one of you have food, shelter, and clothing. And most of all, I do pray that every last one of you guys are in great health, mentally, physically, emotionally, and spiritually. And you know how I say it. God bless you all through Jesus. What's going on, everybody? So, hey, check this out. I appreciate you guys watching. I appreciate you taking time out of your day to view these videos. Do not forget to subscribe to the channel, give the video a thumbs up, and also